everyone, welcome back to Who Wins, the show where we pit the world's biggest debates against each other and try to figure out who really comes out on top. I am your host, Jake, and today we have Jenna with us in our studio.
Thank you, Jake.
And today's one is a real modern battle: social media fame versus real life success.
It's about the chase, the applause, and the peace we often forget to look for.
Yeah, we're talking about the age-old question in a new age world.
Would you rather have millions of followers or a life that genuinely feels fulfilled?
Ooh, that's a big one. Because for so many, being famous online feels like the new definition of making it.
But is it actually happiness or just a digital high that wears off fast?
Let's be real. Fame looks incredible from the outside. The spotlight, the comments, the recognition.
It feeds something deep inside us. But fame is tricky. It doesn't always mean success, and it rarely means peace.
Exactly. Social media fame especially gives a dopamine rush. You post something, it blows up, and suddenly you feel like the world sees you. But that feeling fades, and what's left behind often isn't happiness, it's pressure.
Yeah, the pressure to stay relevant, to post more, to keep performing.
And the crazy part?
You start living for other people's reactions instead of your own growth.
And here's the scary truth. Your value becomes tied to visibility. If no one's watching, you start thinking you're not enough. That's not happiness. That's dependency disguised as validation.
On the flip side, real-life success is often quiet. It's the kind of success that doesn't need to be shared. It's felt. It's waking up content, proud of what you've built, even if the world doesn't see it.
Yes, and that's what people underestimate. Real success is built on consistency, not virality. It's made of discipline, purpose, and meaning, things that don't fit into a 15-second clip.
And it's also sustainable, because while fame fades with the next algorithm update, real success compounds. It grows deeper the longer you live it.
You know what's interesting, though? People often say, I just want to be seen. But what they really mean is, I want to matter. And those two are completely different.
That's powerful. And both sides do come with a cost. Fame costs your privacy. You become a brand, not a person.
Exactly. And success costs your comfort. You sacrifice easy pleasures to build something lasting. But at least with real success, the effort brings inner peace, not burnout.
There's a study I read once. It said people who chase fame often experience more anxiety, loneliness, and identity loss than those who chase mastery in their work. Makes perfect sense, because fame asks, how do I look?
Success asks, who am I becoming?
And happiness, honestly, asks neither. It whispers, can I just be okay being me?
I love that. So maybe the goal isn't to pick one side, fame or success, but to find a healthy middle ground. Yes.
Like using fame as a tool to amplify real success, not replace it. You can have a voice online and still build something meaningful offline.
Exactly. Post your wins, share your lessons, but don't let the feed define your peace. Your worth doesn't depend on engagement rates.
And honestly, the happiest people I've met aren't always the most visible. They're the ones who quietly build, love deeply, and stay grounded.
That's it. Because happiness isn't about being seen by everyone. It's about being at peace with yourself when no one's watching.
So here's something for our listeners. Would you still chase what you're chasing if you couldn't post it online?
If your happiness depended on how you felt, not how others responded, would your goals change?
Take a moment to think about that. Because real happiness doesn't come from fame or success. It comes from alignment.
When what you do, who you are, and what you value all match up, that's when peace shows up.
So, social media fame versus real life success, who wins the happiness?
If you ask me, happiness wins. Because it's not found in the noise or the numbers, it's found in the silence after the applause.
Beautifully said. Thank you all for joining us on this episode of Who Wins. And remember, it's better to be genuinely fulfilled than digitally famous.
We'll see you next time. Same mic, new debate. Until then, build a life worth living, not just a feed worth watching.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you next time on Who Wins.